I got lost down a rabbit hole. I was watching YouTube, one of those consultant videos, the type where it's let me fix your YouTube channel type of video. And this expert, the guy, was given genuinely good advice. It would work. But I was really bothered by it. I'm bothered by the truth. The whole strategy boils down to find something that worked for you 5 years ago and keep doing that forever. Don't evolve, don't experiment. Just find your one-hit wonder and play that on repeat until you die. And I realize we're building this entire ecosystem on being terrified of anything new. The algorithm doesn't want you to be interesting. It wants you to be predictable. But please think. History doesn't remember predictable people. It remembers the weirdos. So how do you survive as an artist online and on social media? Somebody who actually needs to create new things on platforms that are designed to turn you into a content factory. There's actually a term for this. It's called audience capture. And here's how it kills you. You make a video, the algorithm shows it to people. Some of them like it. Fantastic. Except now the algorithm has you in a box. It knows what worked before, and now it's only going to show your new stuff to people who liked your old stuff. So what happens when you want to try something different? When you want to talk about something else, the algorithm goes, nope, that's not the you that we filed under successful. Try again. Your views tank, your reach dies. You're faced with a choice. Evolve and go broke, or stay frozen and keep your lights on. This generally applies to anyone out there who's actually trying to make a living off their art and using social media to do that. This is why everybody on YouTube eventually starts looking like they had the same face work done. That consultation video I watched, that expert literally told this creator to take his old viral titles and just swap out a few words. He was teaching assembly line production of your own personality. It's like, imagine if every musician just started releasing a different version of their same album over and over again. Never anything new. Just remakes. Forever. Yes, that works for popularity, and it might keep your oldest fans around, but it doesn't allow you to evolve as a human being and an artist. And when does that become something that we don't care about anymore? This isn't just a YouTube problem. This is about how we're reshaping human thought itself. We all keep voluntarily sanding down our edges, making ourselves a little smoother so we can fit into the box. Because we need money, because rent is due, because the algorithm controls who sees and what we make. The creator economy, when it first started, it promised our freedom. Be yourself and make a living. But it's really just dressed up survival anxiety. You can't be yourself if yourself doesn't pay enough for you to eat. So we optimized, we A/B test our own souls. We learn to speak the language that the algorithm understands, and slowly we forget to speak any other way. This isn't evolving, this is us getting really good at being trapped. Okay, so what do? Do you just quit? Go live off the grid in the woods? Like I did for 2 years? You just have to be smarter than that trap. So the algorithm doesn't really care about your ideas. It only cares about your packaging. It's a bouncer checking IDs, not a guy reading a book. So you use that, give it a format that it wants, the container, and you hide the real stuff inside. High energy opening? Check. Clear promise in the title? Check. Thumbnail that pops? Yeah. The algorithm waves you through. But what you're actually going to be delivering is something weird, deep, and real. Veritasium does this perfectly. Clickbait title about a simple question, and then suddenly you're learning graduate level physics without even realizing it. He just smuggled education past your defenses. If you're an artist, a filmmaker, a musician, whatever, you can't fake who you are. So you actually have to train the system to accept who you are. I use the one for them, one for me rule. Martin Scorsese did it. He would make a big commercial hit like The Color of Money to keep the studio happy, then use that goodwill to make something risky like The Last Temptation of Christ. On YouTube, make your algorithm feeder, the video that keeps the lights on. Then make your soul feeder, the weird experimental stuff that allows you to actually grow. Or do both in one video. Give them the first minute that they expect, then slowly drift into stranger territory. You're stretching an elastic band. Eventually, your audience isn't there for your topics anymore. They're actually coming to see you. The algorithm isn't going away anytime soon, and fighting this thing is absolutely exhausting. But you don't have to fight it. You can use it. I have this little recorder that I bought several years ago, and I barely use it. It just sits on my shelf. And I do this all the time. I get really good tools and I forget they exist. The algorithm is a tool. It's a delivery system. You can use it to get your weird, deep, honest ideas or music out there to millions of people, as long as you wrap them in packaging that it recognizes. Don't change who you are, just change how you introduce yourself. Turn the algorithm from your boss to a delivery truck.